Have you all ever pictured walking into esports shop, hobby shop, and you're signed up for a tournament, and all you have to do is pull out your phone, open up the game that you already have downloaded and been playing for a long time, and you just sit in front of somebody and you just pair up and you just start playing, and you go through about 4 or 5 rounds, and after that, you get paid, or you don't if you lost. Well, today we're going to be talking about mobile esports in the United States and what we see, where it could be, my thoughts that I've been thinking on about it. So, if you guys don't know me, my name is Chris, and I am CEO of All-in-One Gaming Generation. And our mission here is to create pro players and have a system for them. So anybody and everybody in the United States, if they want to, can become a pro player. So we do this through tournaments, coaching, and selling the resources players need to become a pro player. So if that interests you, come join us in the Discord, come follow us on our socials, and or just like and subscribe. But for our topic today, talking about mobile esports, the gameplay today will probably, most likely, be Pokemon Champions. And this is not recorded on a Switch, it's recorded on my phone. And I think it's very interesting where we can go with mobile esports. Essentially, around the world, it has been happening in some of the more Asian countries, but I think I'll save that for a video about what's happening there. But stick to where I think it could be, and I think we're going to do down the line, try and make it be, essentially. So I look at the TCG shop, the hobby shop, and most of them have open spaces to just come in and play. Now, when we look at our phones and things of that nature, you don't need a space to play. You just have to pull it out and open up the app and just start playing. And I'm going to be practicing Pokemon here for the majority of the video, probably all the videos. I've played some other mobile esports. I mean, we have Wild Rift. It's another game on the App Store for mobile esports that's pretty big. If I can find it, I'll probably put it in the video as well. But yeah, a lot of these games, they're actually like pretty fun. And I think the problem a couple years back was the phones couldn't support what the games wanted to do, which made the viewing of the game not really that enjoyable, and also services and internet connections weren't the top tier best needed for playing, for a long time on mobile. But 2026 now, and it's doing X, Y, and Z, things that we didn't even imagine it could do. And a lot of the technology has caught up. Now, I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Champions on my phone, which I had an older phone, I would say 2019 was my last phone, and then once I upgraded it, I immediately had the ability to play these games without my phone dying in my seconds. Also, play these games and not having lag, and also with my data and things of that nature, no server lag or anything like that. And it's just a refresher. Like, it's so much easier nowadays to play wherever you go. Now, I want to bring this into the scenario that I started the video off with of joining a tournament inside of a hobby shop or anywhere where you can, maybe an organizer sets up something in a place where people just have tables, chairs, snacks, entertainment, things of that nature. And, you just have to bring yourself and your phone. Now, I think this, in practicality and in thought, is very, very easy. If any of you guys have ran some in-person multiple tournaments, let me know in the comments. I am actively trying to find some information about it and see if anyone really has tried this on a larger scale. So, again, if you have some information or experience, let me know in the comments and we'll have some dialogue. But, essentially, when we go into that scenario, you know, let's say we had 16 players. Ideally, everybody just sits down in front of each other and you're having a good time and you're just playing. That's all you need is your phone and the inner workings of whatever game that you're playing. And it's little management on the TO side, besides making sure people are set up in the right rooms or private matches and things of that nature and are paired up with the right people. A lot of these mobile games, they don't have like tournament modes, but you know, we have third-party things such as us. You know, if you are looking to run some mobile esports and you can turn this software, Xbox, we got you covered. And so, yeah, in theory, it should run pretty smoothly. You know, if everybody has the upgraded technology and pretty much online, which I don't really land for phones like how it is, but I think offering for the team a strong Wi-Fi connection for all the phones or any phone that might need it, because majority of the phones, we all have good enough data to play inside of an area, and as long as the connection is Wi-Fi, building itself for the amount of people that might be surrounding the buildings, internet and all this like just going everywhere, even through your body. And sometimes you can actually test this yourself. If you were to try to phone covered around in a couple of shield your phone with your body, it'll actually be a little bit slower. And then also sometimes if you're just in the wrong place on Earth, to where the connection just aren't that great or that strong, you know, it'll go a little slower. So I think this might be like one of the biggest problems for running something like that on essentially mobile. But we have things like Starlink coming up, and I don't think Starlink is completely there yet to provide satellite for the mass majority of people. But from what I've researched and seen, it is pretty good for the people that it does. And how far away are we from, you know, Starlink or satellite data being picked up? Because Verizon, T-Mobile, and all the other service providers, they give you an option. Now, if you buy one of the highest things to where something is your 5 gig data, the satellite will kick in and because now you're connected to the satellite. And it's just another measure of safeguards when it comes to mobile esports, to where connection is just becoming less and less of a problem. And the next problem, let's see, if someone comes in there, you know, with a phone that doesn't have the right specs, you have a computer expecting to run GTA 6, but you have like a graphics card from 2010. It's just not going to work very well for you, and it's, you know, it's nobody else's fault but yourself for having that hardware. You should understand that your hardware is obsolete. If you try to go into a tournament or something that requires performance, you probably should not do that, because you're not going to have enough time, and you're just going to waste everybody else's time or make it harder. But the hardware definitely should not be something that deters a player from joining like a mobile esports like tournament or trying to pursue mobile esports, I feel like shop owners, tournament hosts, organizers, they should have spare phones with the application or the game that you guys are playing that is probably already connected to the Wi-Fi, to where if somebody's phone either dies or just doesn't work properly or can't connect to the internet, we have spare phones that you guys can just pop in, sign into your account, and go ahead and play the game. Signing into accounts and stuff like that on different devices is not that hard. So maybe you get worried about if someone steals like the whole phone, but these are the risks of doing these things. So there's that. And honestly, I just think everybody can have a shot at playing mobile esports because you should have a fun game that mostly a lot of people like playing, but you like playing yourself, and you start playing and understanding on your phone. You practice really easily. Like, you can just be waiting at like the supermarket or at like the doctor's office and just start playing. And right then and there, that's practice. And after that, like every practice session, you get pretty dang good at a mobile esport. And if you're pretty good at a mobile esports, a lot of people like to watch it. There's a scene for it. There you go, you're a pro player. Pro esports player. So these were kind of some of my thoughts. Again, I'm going to recap that. And making it very accessible for literally anybody that's probably dipped their toes in the esports. Maybe you don't want to start with your PC and spend time pretty much learning a game on your PC. You can just find your favorite game, make it like Pokemon Champions, and just be the best. Try your best, and make it extremely convenient.